Hi. So again, we are going to see the healthy eating pyramid. So which is on the top? Dairy products. So what are dairy products and how they are useful? We are going to see here. Dairy products are very good for growing bones. You all know that they contain calcium. So they build the strong bones. So that's the beginning. From the beginning, the children will be given milk or dairy products. So calcium, and they contain calcium as well as vitamin D also, which is very good for our growth. 2 servings of dairy a day be sufficient. It can be in any form, but switching from butter to olive oil is healthier option. But these dairy products, butter switching from butter to olive oil is healthier option, but butter is also we can take, but only in the minimum quantity and more concentration in the milk. How do you get vitamin D? And C and D will get from the dairy products, curd, milk, and buttermilk, and any other products prepared by using the milk also, but to some extent. So sun rays, if you are exposed to sun rays, also will get the maybe D vitamin. And fatty fish, orange juice, soya milk, and cereals are other main sources of vitamin D. So we have to maybe have to eat healthily. So depend on some percent on the dairy products, some percent on the cereals, and some percentage on the natural sunlight to develop the healthy eating habits. And if you see, fish is also there in the priority of the healthy eating pyramid. The important source of protein that is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. So what is omega-3 and why it is required? So it helps us to prevent heart diseases. So we have to develop omega-3 fatty acids in our body to escape from this kind of heart diseases. But red meats and processed meats contain high levels of sodium. So we have to eat meat, or maybe omega-3 acids are in fish and some of them are in meat. But we have to see that red meat and processed food, that means if you are buying a box of prepared meat outside, it is not natural. It may have the sodium levels, and sometimes even it can increase the risk of diabetes, heart diseases, and also increases diabetes, heart diseases. Yeah, and sometimes it may cause you problems with that protein and all. So nowadays, cultures, this disease is very popular nowadays in the people, among the people, because it should be a lot of symptoms. They feel that small pouches in the digestive tract will be forming, and some kind of infection can be formed in the tracts. So if you are eating this kind of red meat and all, sodium levels are increased, and we may have the problems. So heart diseases and this kind of diverticulitis, this kind of diseases also come. But we have to find good source, good protein we have to take, and avoid the carbohydrates. We have to take more protein, and so we have to avoid the carbohydrates and fatty foods. A rich diet in fruits and vegetables decreases the chance of having heart attack or the stroke. Protects against some types of cancers, lower blood pressure. See here, what are the things? The food is going to shape your body, and it is going to give you health. So we have to take cautiously healthy food. Uh, See, even low blood pressure levels will be changing, and you may be attacked with the cancers because your resistance power is less. You are less consuming the protein food and the C vitamin, and we are more concentrating on the maybe different food items which are prepared very commercially. Helps to avoid the painful intestinal element cuts. I already told you diverticulitis, which actually is very, very harmful to be treated. It will cause so many problems to your health. So we have to guard against the cataract and molecular degeneration. So macular degeneration, the major cause of vision loss. So the way you are not eating less vitamin A, and maybe you are not taking many vitamins, and you are eating carbohydrate, what will happen? Your degeneration of the muscles will cause the problem, and your vision loss will be there. And maybe most of the people who are the, what will happen to the people over the above 65 years will happen at the young age itself. But potatoes do not belong to this category. The effect of potatoes on the blood sugar is similar to that of grains and sweets. So if I think of vegetables means, we have to be careful what are the vegetables, and we have to be careful to avoid here the potatoes intake very much. So what will happen? So blood sugar is similar to the grains and sweets. So potatoes also, not only sweet potato, ordinary potato also have this. So based on all this, now what we learn here is we have to be careful in the food intake. First thing is you have to concentrate on your dairy products, and which actually will be giving you fiber and protein. Avoid the carbohydrates and the salty foods and all that, maybe spicy foods which we buy outside. So we have to guard against the molecular degeneration, major causes of vision, and nowadays even the less than age, over the age of 65, losing is okay, but that will happen in the young age. So we have to avoid even the heavy intake of the potatoes, and we have to be maybe which is sugar and sweets also we have to avoid. So diet rich in fruits and vegetables should be taken to be healthy and fit.